The study of slavery in the U.S. North and Canada is absolutely fascinating. It's gripping. When you look at these documents, when you hear these histories, when you start to dig into it, you're like, why does nobody know about this? It's very disturbing in that sense. So slavery north then is a way to light a fire under these ignored, understudied fields. Nothing would happen around here without the fellows. For me, they're the heart of what we do at Slavery North. There's a lot of scholars studying transatlantic slavery, but the majority are studying places where the enslaved became the majority of the population. So then when we then go to a conference as a specialist in Connecticut or Rhode Island or New Brunswick or Quebec, we are dwarfed at the Slavery Studies Conference by the tropical people who do not know what we're talking about, who often don't even know that slavery transpired in the region we're studying. We're not being helped because we're being dragged back all the time by questions that are too basic for us. The wonderful first cohort that arrived in the fall of 2024, 3 of them are working on Massachusetts. It's like mind blown. If they actually talk to each other, do you understand what their research will become? The fellowships are for scholars, typical scholars, like an MA student who's writing a thesis, a PhD student writing a dissertation, the visiting professor who is working on a book, but also who? Artists. And why the artists have to be at the table is, listen, we stop 10 people on the street and say, what do you know about slavery? They'll say this, that, and the other. Okay, how did you find out? I watched 12 Years a Slave. Or I watched the movie Lincoln, or I saw Amistad. Almost all of them are going to give us a movie or a play or an art exhibition they went to. They're not going to say, I read this academic book. So if we don't have the artists at the table, the people writing novels, right? The people writing screenplays, the people who are playwrights, the people who are doing the paintings, the general public knowledge of slavery will never shift. So that's why, too, I insist at Slavery North that our outcomes face the public. If you live in downtown Amherst and you're interested and you want to come and learn with us. Growing up, I understood that my ancestors on both sides of my family, both my parents are African Jamaican. If I go back far enough, I'm going to encounter enslaved ancestors. So this is very, very personal to me. But what I'm trying to do is to recuperate as best as I can their lives and their experiences, their resilience, their resistance, the fact that they survived it all, to celebrate that and to center that.